In the kingdom of a mighty king, there lived a minister whose wisdom was unmatched. He was the king's most trusted advisor, the man who could untangle the hardest problems with a single thought. The king would not sign a treaty, declare a war, or pass a law without first seeking the minister's guidance. But in the brilliance of one man, shadows of jealousy always grow. The other courtiers envied him. They waited day and night for a moment when this great minister would stumble. And one day, that moment arrived. As the court assembled, the king looked at his minister with a smile that seemed sharp as a blade. "My minister," the king declared loudly, "you are indeed clever. But your son is the greatest fool I have ever seen." The hall erupted in laughter. Ministers chuckled, soldiers smirked, and even the servants could not hide their amusement. The minister's heart sank. Never before had the king mocked him like this. Trying to remain calm, he bowed and asked, "Your Majesty, what has my son done to earn such words from you?" The king leaned forward. His voice echoed in the chamber. "Every morning when I go to the market, I see your son. And to amuse myself, I place 2 coins before him, 1 gold, 1 silver. Then I ask, which is more valuable? And every day, without fail, your son chooses silver. He picks the lesser coin and declares it greater. Tell me, minister, how can a boy who does not know the worth of gold be anything but a fool?" The court roared with laughter again. The minister's face burned with shame. He lowered his head, holding his dignity with silence. But inside, his heart ached. That evening, as he reached home, his steps were heavy. He called for his son immediately. "My child," he said, his voice trembling, "tell me between gold and silver, which is more precious?" The boy looked at his father with steady eyes and answered at once, "Gold, father. Gold shines brighter. Gold is more valuable." The minister's voice grew sharper. "Then why? Why do you humiliate me every day? Why do you tell the king that silver is more valuable than gold?" Today, the entire court laughed at me. Even the king mocked me. The boy did not argue. He simply said, "Come with me, father." He led his father to a small room, lifted a wooden box, and opened it. The minister's eyes widened. Inside lay a treasure of silver coins, hundreds of them, glistening in the dim light. "Where did you get these?" the minister whispered in shock. The boy smiled. "These are the coins His Majesty gives me. Every day when he asks me the question, I choose silver. He laughs, the people laugh, and he hands me the coin. Day after day, I take the silver coin. If I had taken the gold coin even once, the game would end. The king would no longer find joy in asking me, and I would no longer receive a coin each morning. Tell me, father, which is wiser? To take 1 gold coin today, or to collect silver coins every day until this game lasts?" The minister stood frozen. Tears welled in his eyes, but this time not from shame. He saw in his son not foolishness, but brilliance, not weakness, but strength. He placed his hand on the boy's head. "My son," he whispered, voice breaking, "they call you a fool, but in truth you are wiser than them all. You saw beyond the laughter. You saw the long road, not just the first step. Even I, your father, could not see what you saw." That night, the minister could not sleep. He thought of the court's mocking faces, of the king's laughter. And then he thought of the box full of silver coins, earned not by arrogance, but by patience and wisdom. A quiet smile spread across his lips. From that day forward, whenever someone in the court mocked his son, the minister did not defend, did not argue. He simply smiled and walked away. He carried a secret pride in his heart. His son's wisdom was hidden, but it was real. Dear friends, this tale reminds us that true wisdom often wears the mask of foolishness. People are quick to laugh at what they cannot understand. The world honors those who boast loudly, but mocks those who walk quietly with purpose. But greatness does not lie in proving yourself to the crowd. It lies in knowing the path you walk, even if no one else sees it. If you know your truth, it does not matter if the world calls you foolish. Patience is greater than applause. Silence is stronger than noise. And wisdom is not always about what you gain once, but about what you can build every day, step by step, coin by coin. So, the next time the world laughs at you, remember the minister's son. Remember that sometimes the fool is not the one who picks silver over gold. The fool is the one who cannot see why. Stay patient, stay wise. Okay. And above all, keep moving forward.